everyone, welcome to my first budgeting video. I did the prep work for this video on my iPad, but I'm going to show you on paper because it may be a bit easier to see as I'm filming at night with lights. As I said in my intro video, I am using the Budget Mom's Budget by Paycheck Workbook to map out my finances for the year. And I typically use the PDF version on my iPad, which is what I did for this, but I'm showing this to you on paper because, like I said, it's probably going to be a little bit easier for you to see. So I've already done kind of all the pre-work for this. A couple of preliminary notes. So this is my first paycheck for January, but I was paid on December 31st. I know a lot of people treat that, if you got paid 3 times in December, some people treat the December 31st paycheck as an extra, sort of a magic paycheck or an extra paycheck for December. But I didn't treat it that way because I like to use the paycheck I earn to cover bills and expenses that are due in the following 2 weeks, or at least budget for it that way. So for example, if I get a bill for January 5th, I want the paycheck I received prior to that date to cover that bill. I get paid next on January 14th, and I would want that paycheck to cover the bills that come due after that day, but prior to the next paycheck, which would be on January 28th. So that's how I'm doing it right now, but I'm certainly open to switching it up. If any of you have suggestions, let me know your thoughts on that in the comments below. All right, with all that said, let's get into the budget for my December 31st paycheck. So, one other thing. So this is not all of my expenses, right? So as I had said in my intro, I'm doing this really to kind of help my problem areas. And a lot of my expenses are already covered by other pay, within my family. So what I'm showing you here is sort of my problem areas and the areas that I want to kind of keep better track of. So for example, you might see that I only have extra groceries budgeted and not full groceries budgeted. That's because that's taken care of already, with other salary in the family. So just keep that in mind, that this is not going to be a realistic budget for everything, that a family might be budgeting for. This is just personal to my particular problem areas. Okay. So let's see how best to go about this. So I'll go ahead and start here with the salary that I earned in my December 31st paycheck. It was $3,591. And maybe I should zoom you in here so you could see it a little better. Yeah. So $3,591. And for my bills, I do contribute to a Patreon, one of my favorite planner people, and that's $15 a month on January 1st. For utilities, that is like my electric bill, so I pay that one every month. My water bill only comes every 2 months, so this one it was $143. Gardener, that's twice a month, or actually no, that's once a month, and that's $100. And then I have my TV subscription, which is $75, Disney Plus $8, and then YouTube Premium, which is $10. And I round up on all of these, so adding all of those up, you guys had a good New Year's, and that's $351. So subtracting $351 from $3,591, and you get $3,240. And oops, down up here, and then we will bring that down. And then for my envelopes. So some of these are actual envelopes and some of these are just tracked because I put them on a card that I pay the bill for. So for gas, this is extra, and gas is going to get $25 with this paycheck. Parking, is $10. I always have to use a meter every now and then. I live in a city that has lots of meters. Extra groceries, $50. Eating out, $150. Fund money, $40. This is my cash fund money. Self-care gets $150. That's like hair, nails, that sort of stuff. Miscellaneous, $50. Housekeeper, she gets paid $100 per visit, and then online shopping is $60. And let's see, the total for that is, actually I already did the calculation, so I'll just fill it in here, $635, and then I'm gonna subtract that from what was left up here, and that gives me $2605, and then I bring it back over here. Okay, and so then these are my sinking funds. And so I have an Amex Platinum card that I pay annual fees for. I know that's something that's a total luxury, but the reason I get it is because we get a lot of discounts on some travel things that we like to do pretty regularly. Sorry, couldn't see that. So that's Amex fees here. And so I am putting some sinking funds away so that it's not as big a shock when the fees come. So, which is like later at the end of the summer. So that'll be $30. For holidays, I put in $15. MLB is my Major League Baseball package. I'm a big sports fan, so I have to subscribe to get the games that I want to watch. And that's going to be $18. DMV registration. My car's paid off, but you know, there's still the registration on the car, so I'll do $16 for that. For planners, $50. I typically do my big planner purchase at the end of the year, or closer to the end of the year, around Black Friday time. For travel, I will put in $50. Actually, I put in 58 for some reason, so I'll stick with 58. And then for personal trainer, $11.25. Now this typically is not this big. It's just that I didn't have a sinking fund from my personal trainer last year, and I'm just starting it, and then also paying for, I do it on a year subscription. So this extra is just to pay for the for the current subscription, and this $125 is for next year's subscription. If I do it again, if there's a chance that I'll switch it up or do something different, but it's good to put money away for it and plan for it, and then if I decide to do something else, then I just have the extra. And then $50 for gifts, $50 for clothes, accessories, any type of shoes, and then car maintenance is $50. And this really should just be car, because I feel like I'm going to always put money in this for either maintenance or for buying a new car eventually, you know, no time soon. I don't need a new car, but eventually I'll need a new car. So it's good to just plan for it and put money away for it. So let's go ahead and add this one up. So 30 plus 15 plus 18 plus 16 plus 50 plus 58 plus 1125 plus 50 plus 50 plus 50. Oh, see, this is wrong. This should be 50. So I'm going to subtract 8, and that should be 1454. And 2605 minus 1454 is 1151. So 1151 here, down. I don't have any debt, so I could skip that box. And then here for 1151, this is savings challenges. So I plan to put $1,151 into savings challenges, which would leave me with 0 left over. So that's it. And the way you check to see that you got this correct is you add up boxes 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So let's go ahead and add those up. And when you add them up, they should equal whatever the total income amount was. So box 1 was $351 plus box 2, which was $635, plus box 3, which was $1454, plus box 5, which is $1151, and that is $3591, which is equal to what the total was for my paycheck for December 31st. All right, so that's it for the budget tracker. So the other thing I wanted to show you, since we're here at the beginning of the month, what is how I do my expense tracker. So we'll go ahead and set those up now. So I'm just going to the right page here. So I have these divided up, or I use these sheets in different ways. So she doesn't have names on these, so you can, and there's several in here. So I divide them up and use them this way. So this one is dedicated to just bills. So I'll write, when I get a bill, I'll write it in here, whatever the transaction amount is. And then over here, I track each cash envelope category separately. So I write here cash envelopes, and then I put each one in. So this one is gas. Oops, actually, it should go here. Gas. And then down here would be parking. So I divide these up because otherwise I wouldn't have enough sheets. And then here would be groceries. And then this would be cash envelope 2. And so that was groceries, and then this one would be eating out. And this would be fun. And this would be self-care. Over here would be miscellaneous, and then this would be cash envelope 3, miscellaneous, oops, did it again, miscellaneous category, and over here would be the housekeeper category, and then last would be online shopping category. And that would be all of my cash envelopes. And so the next I would do my sinking funds, and then I would do the same thing. I would kind of divide up the sheet and then number each sinking fund page. So this is sinking funds 1, and this would be the Amex category. This would be my holiday category, holidays, miscellaneous holidays. This would be my MLB package category. And then down here would be my DMV category. I could have divided these up better, but honestly, I'm probably not gonna, nothing's really gonna go in or out of these. Well, they'll go in, but nothing will come out. So I don't need that many lines for it. And then over here, sinking fund 2. And this category, this is my Christmas category. I spend a lot at Christmas. I need to actually look at how much I spent this last Christmas, but it was a lot. Which I don't mind doing so long as you're prepared for it, you know? You just have to be planned for it and mindful about it. Personal trainer. Gifts. Clothes. And then, oh, and then I'm going to have to add another page because I would do the same thing. I would have, because I'm out of pages here, I can always print another page if I want to keep using the paper version, or I'll just keep maintaining it here. But it'll be sinking funds 3. And then the other categories would be car maintenance, planners, travel. And that's it for my sinking funds. Is that it for my sinking funds? Yeah, that's it for sinking funds. But that's how I use these extra pages, because she gives you a lot of pages, and that's just an idea for how to do them, or use them, and keep track of what's going in and out of your different funds that you set up. Okay, and that's it for the budget setup. And like I said, if you guys have any comments or suggestions on different ways that I could do this, feel free to chime in. Other than that, I hope you had a really great New Year's, and I wish you a Happy New Year. And I will see you in the next video. Cheers, everyone. Bye.